Hi friends, and welcome to a new video. So I've been wanting to do the TMI tag for a long time, so here it is today and forever for you. If you don't know what TMI stands for, it stands for too much information. There are some risky questions. I've split it into 3 categories, so we have 10 tame questions, 10 moderate questions and 10 risque questions. So any family watching, you might want to switch off for the risque questions, just saying. Also, some of these questions were requested and submitted by you, my wonderful supporters, viewers, friends, basically. I won't be telling you who asked what, but they're in there. I guess now it's time to spill the tea, and by tea I mean Capri Sun because I'm a child. Okay, first category is tame. How tall are you? I am 5'2". What is your favourite song? My favourite song, that's tough. One of my favourite songs of all time is Stargirl by McFly. If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it. I'm actually wearing a McFly jumper. Love that for me. What is your favourite quote? Probably one of my favourite quotes, it's actually on my Facebook as like my Facebook tagline thing. It's, "That's the problem with the world, too many people grow up." And it is a Walt Disney quote. I think I will be a kid at heart always. I'm 29 and still feel like I'm a 20-year-old, and I love Disney and will never grow up. Recently though, there was an amazing quote in WandaVision, the TV series. It goes something like, "What is grief if not love persevering?" And that's it's a pretty deep quote if you really think about it, and it hits me in the feels, and I can definitely relate to it. What book are you currently reading? I'm currently reading The Vegetarian by, give me a sec to check my Goodreads. It is by Han Kang. What instruments do you play? I don't really play any instruments. In school I did music, got an A. Don't know how, but got an A. I did play drums, but I couldn't read the music, so they hiked me off drums and put me on like glockenspiel, so like, you know, the big like xylophone thing. Yes, I did that. And also singing. Last song you sang? I don't remember. The last one I remember singing is Satisfied from Hamilton. I love to sing my like show tunes, so yeah, we'll just go with that one. This is a Sex and the City related question, and it's, are you more of a Carrie, a Samantha, a Charlotte or a Miranda? And I can tell you I didn't really watch Sex and the City, but I know kind of the gist, and I'm definitely most like my namesake. If you could bring someone back from the dead, who would it be? You know, the first thing that comes to my head is like celebrities and stuff like that, but you know, if I could bring someone back from the dead, it would be my grandpa. He passed when I was maybe about 1-2 years old. I was very young, and yeah, I think I would love to have gotten to know him and for him to know me now. I think that's who I would bring back. What is the best thing about your family? I would say that my family is very supportive of me. Like I said, they all watch my YouTube videos, even if they find them boring. Thanks, Gran. With my, you know, weight loss, they've been so supportive. Basically, I know if I need support, I know that they're always there for me. And the last tame question is favourite actor, and Tom Hanks, hands down. I am a massive Tom Hanks fan. I must have a thing for Toms. If I could meet one actor other than Tom Holland, of course, because like yum, it would be Tom Hanks. I think he's just amazing. Okay, moderate questions. Have you ever been in love? I have, and currently am, with the handsome boy that you see in my vlogs. Ever had a terrible breakup? I think most breakups are terrible, aren't they? Do people have good breakups? How much do you weigh? Currently I weigh 12 stone 3. Have you ever been in a physical fight? No, I have not. Everyone loves me, and I love them. Last time you kissed someone would be the last time I seen my boyfriend, which was 2 days ago. Do you shave or wax? I prefer to shave. If I'm going on holiday, I will get like my legs waxed and stuff, but generally day to day I shave. What age was your first kiss? Well, I started early, and my first kiss was at the age of 8. And no, not just like my first proper kiss was aged 8. Cringiest date you've ever been on? Well, I went on this Tinder date. We went to Wetherspoons, which is a place that I like to go on my first dates, just because 1, it's cheap, 2, it's like easily accessible everywhere, and 3, I know that I like food there. And basically this guy turns up with flowers, which that's very nice. That's very nice. 1, I'm not a big flower person, and 2, turning up on a first date with flowers is a bit old-fashioned for me personally, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It's a lovely gesture. We go into Wetherspoons, and the whole time this guy was just like caressing my hand the whole time and telling me how beautiful I was. And Connor will tell you, I can't stand compliments at the best of times, but when you're constantly giving me compliments on the first date whilst touching my hand across the table, that's a little bit awkward for me. I was like, okay, clearly I'm not going to see this guy again, I'm not feeling anything, but that's fine. We left, and as we were leaving he tried to kiss me, and no, that was a big swerve to the side, and I never spoke to him again. Most embarrassing thing you've done in public? Thankfully I haven't done anything that bad in public, but probably just falling over. Like, it happens, especially when it's icy and snowy. I have a habit of going down, and there was one time that I went down real hard on my knee, and like I literally couldn't get up, I couldn't move. I had to like sit on the pavement to wait for my boyfriend at the time to come and get me. People were like stopping their cars in front of me and being like, are you okay, do you need help? And it was so freaking embarrassing. Like, I was just like, yeah, fine. Just sitting on the ground like, yeah, it's all good, please drive away, please. And everyone else like, Capri Suns. And the last moderate is tell us about a scandal you've been involved in. Well, it depends what you consider a scandal, I guess. Maybe the time like I lost my best friend at the time. I'm going to try and run through this story very quickly. Basically, I had a best friend, and there was a group of us who were friends, and my best friend had like a friend from college who she would bring along and she brought into our friend group. And I'm a nice person. I didn't really get on with this person. I didn't really like their vibe. I didn't really like anything about them. That's not very nice. They were a nice enough person, but we just didn't vibe. I was very civil to them and was never mean. When that person, my best friend's friend from college, when they broke up with their boyfriend, I may have gotten with their boyfriend. But after they broke up, but yeah, I got with their boyfriend, and basically that caused a huge rift in the friend group, and I like lost my best friend and like most of that friend group through that situation. Is that bad? I don't know. They'd broken up though. Anyway, that's the biggest scandal I've been involved in. Here's your warning. Risky questions incoming, which include sex. Okay, first question. Woman you would leave your boyfriend for? I would never leave my boyfriend because he is wonderful and I love him so much, but he would have to give me a whole pass for Demi Lovato, because I love Demi Lovato. I think she's absolutely the most beautiful woman on this earth, and I love her, and she's stunning and so talented and so strong, and she's been through so much. So if I had to pick someone, it would be Demi Lovato. Biggest turn on and biggest turn off. Okay, biggest turn on, I think I have a thing for hip bones. I know that's a bit weird, but yeah, I find like hip bones really sexy. And biggest turn off would have to be like arrogance. Big fan of confidence, hate arrogance. It's a fine line, but arrogance is just a mega turn off for me. Weirdest place you've done the deed. I really hope my mum's not watching this anymore. If you are, I'm really sorry, mum, but it would have to be my mum's bed. I had a single at the time, mum had a double. Who wants to have sex in a single bed? Like, no one. Biggest age difference between you and a partner? I think it was about 5 years, but I was the older one. I can be a bit of a cougar. When did you lose your virginity? I was 19 when I lost my virginity. I just wanted to wait for someone who I really liked. Maybe I should have waited for someone who really liked me, but that's a different story. Have you had unprotected sex? I guess it depends what you count as unprotected sex. I've been on the pill since I was like 14 or something because I had really bad periods. Like, I would pass out from the pain. They were really heavy, etc, etc. So I've been on the pill. If you count that as protection, then I haven't had unprotected sex. But if you don't count that, then yes, I have. Have you ever pooped out with the toilet? Not since I was a child. A very small, nappy typed child. What's your sexual orientation? Technically, by definition, I'm pansexual, but I prefer to just refer to myself as bisexual. Have you been naked in public? Not to my knowledge. If people have seen me through a window or whatever, that's a different story, but I've never actually been outside without clothes. And here we are, last question. Have you received an unsolicited dick pic? And yes, what woman hasn't? So that was my TMI tag. Hopefully it wasn't too uncomfortable for anyone. I was completely comfortable. I'm very open. Hopefully my family didn't stick around, and if they did, they're not too horrified. I'm not going to tag anyone. I kind of put this together through a mishmash of questions I'd seen online plus questions I had been asked. But if you want to answer these questions, please go ahead, whether in a video down below, send me an Instagram message. Thank you for watching and making it this far. If you want to, please go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!